Hey, welcome back to the Ping Pong Flix Show. My name is Chris Wong. This is episode 523 of the Ping Pong Flix Show. Today, it's going to be all about Zack Snyder's Justice League. Just fair warning. You probably already seen the thumbnail and the description. You already know. But there's one thing I want to make sure I kind of clear up a little bit from yesterday. Now, this is the fan pick. Justice League fan pick I picked yesterday, but come to find out, I credited the wrong artist. Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry. I didn't know. This is the actual artist. His name is James Gerd at Gerd_Blanston. Ding, ding, ding. My entry for the JL fan poster celebration. Really excited to be part of this. Apologize, James. But again, great job. Fantastic artwork. And I'm going to link your pin. I'll pin your profile in the description below so people can check it out. Thank you, commend you, however you want to do it. Ask for a high-res picture. I don't know. Maybe you're going to be making posters for us. Who knows? But excellent artwork. So I thought I'd actually congratulate the right artist this time. So thank you so much for letting me know. All right, or Alex James Dean letting me know. But today was a 21-4, and at first we were just gonna have some fun. I mean, it was still fun. We're gonna have fun, and we're just gonna do We Are RTSC selfie pictures, and which was a lot. There was a lot of great messages, a lot of great pictures. I love people coming together, and you guys really did come together today. I love it. It was almost that same feeling we had in November, right? Although we didn't really have the help with the cast and crew or any other really people outside of the community too much, but it was still a great time. It was still a fun time because Warner Media announces today that they're going to officially launch on May 27th, next month, May 27th. So Warner Media goes so excited to announce hashtag HBO Max will officially launch May 27th, 2020. Learn more about the extraordinary slate of content available at launch. And then they had a video, a little trailer from HBO Max. Nothing too special that you haven't already seen before, but if you want to go check it out, I'll link that YouTube video in the description below. Go ahead, if you would like to, go there, like the video, put it in the comments, release the Snyder Cut, release hashtag Zack Snyder's Justice League. So we kind of had like a really impromptu, oh my God, this is happening today on the day that we were going to trend anyway. So might as well participate, go under Warner Media, go under HBO Max, and ask for Zack Snyder's Justice League, along with release the Snyder Cut, because we're trying to show that that's the same thing essentially, and people really came. I mean, we got everybody from Zack Snyder Bible, Russ Barnes, Comic Movie Marks, a whole bunch of TPZ was in on it, and Nerd Queens, Ben, Will, Sam. Everybody was kind of just working together today. I love it. It felt so unified. I am so proud to be part of this. I thank you for everyone who was able to come on and join in. I'm glad they came into Warner Media. I'm glad they went down into the HBO Max tweet as well. 1.6K retweets, 5.5 likes, and so many responses here. Yes, including myself. Of course, I had to. Tons and tons, thousands and just a lot of people coming in and asking. I mean, essentially, you're scrolling through this, and all you do see is, release the Snyder Cut, Zack Snyder's Justice League, Zack Snyder's this, Justice League that, Justice League this, and almost everything in here is Justice League. And it was just to get the point across. And, thankfully, I've heard that the point did get across. They are aware. Okay, so just letting you know, they are aware. So that's great. That's awesome. I'm happy for that. It worked out great. They're aware that they're consumers, despite of all the things they're trying to give us on HBO Max right now. None of it compares to the consumer demand of the release of Snyder Cut, Zack Snyder's Justice League, and thankfully they've been made very aware of this now. So, incredible movement. You guys really showed it today. You guys really came today. I am so proud. And let's go into how it did. So the entertainment trending, we was able to make it trend. HBO Max started trending with release of Snyder Cut with Zack Snyder's Justice League. It's almost like, oh, it's kind of together. It's kind of synonymous with each other today. So it was kind of interesting at that. Andrea, thank you so much for your data. He shows, I don't know what the data is for Zack Snyder's Justice League, but release of Snyder Cut and HBO Max was kind of going along together. Release of Snyder Cut actually overtook the trending HBO Max by over 20,000 engagements, over 16,000 mentions. So release of Snyder Cut trended 46.2 thousand today. HBO Max only 30.4. Engagement alone, release of Snyder Cut was 82,000. HBO Max was only 62.7. So any idiot can look at this and say, you know what, maybe we should release a Snyder Cut on HBO Max. It seems like people are more interested in that than what we currently have to offer. So I'm really currently have to offer. So why not, right? I mean, why not? Now I want to go into what Warner Media had put out a release today. This is the press release. It's right in the press release room. It's right there. HBO Max to launch May 27th. Now, I'm not going to bore you to death and read this whole thing, but it is interesting to actually skim through and go to the basics that I want to just kind of mention. So, Warner Media today announced that its highly anticipated streaming platform, HBO Max, will officially launch May 27th, 2020, and has unveiled its slate of premium Max originals that will be available to viewers on day one. So these are the ones that are going to be available on day one. No, none of them is Zack Snyder's Justice League, which is fine because he still has to shoot, because his whole COVID-19, he still has to shoot a ton of stuff. I don't know, a ton of stuff, just some stuff. HBO Max will offer, starting May 27th, HBO Max will offer an impressive direct-to-consumer experience with 10,000 hours of premium content, including the HBO service, together with beloved franchises, titles past and present from Warner Bros., the best from around the world, and a monthly offering of new HBO Max originals, which guarantee something for everyone in the house. Maybe Snyder Cut fandoms? From preschoolers to teens to grown-ups, with scripted and unscripted series, docs, animation for kids and adults, and movies. Of course, these ones they announced, I am uninterested in any of them. Well, maybe the Looney Tunes will, and this one, my kids will be. But other than that, uninterested in any of them. I said I'm not going to subscribe until they actually announce Zack Snyder's Justice League. They could put out saying, the only way to watch a trailer, the official trailer for Zack Snyder's Justice League, is to sign up with HBO Max, and then I'll do it. It could be as simple as that because I know what's coming afterwards, but not until not even nowhere, not earlier than that. Essentially, not earlier than that. I want to read to you some of the directors here. So our number one goal is having extraordinary content for everyone in the family. And the HBO Max programming mix we are so excited to unveil on May 27th will bear that out, said Robert Greenblatt, chairman of Warner Media Entertainment and Direct to Consumer. Even in the midst of this unprecedented pandemic, the all-star teams behind every aspect of HBO Max will deliver a platform and a robust slate of content that is varied, of the highest quality and second to none. I'm knocked out by the breadth and depth of our new offering, from the Max Originals, our Warner Brothers library and acquisition titles from around the world, and of course, the entirety of HBO. Consumers will quickly see that HBO Max is set apart by a foundation of loved brands built over decades, but stitched together with distinctive voice and product experience, added Kevin Riley, Chief Content Officer, HBO Max President, TNT, TBS, and True TV. Our team has meticulously selected a world-class library catalog and collaborated with top creators across all genres to offer a monthly cadence of original series and movies that we will program and promote for cultural impact. Okay? It is thrilling to be approaching the launch of HBO Max so we can finally share the first wave of content our teams have been developing in partnership with a group of unparalleled creators, said Sarah Aubrey, head of original content, HBO Max. The original slate available at launch represents a diverse range of unique voices emblematic of the quality and scope of our programming still to come. So there's a lot of different Max originals after the initial launch. They will continue to premiere on the streamer at a regular cadence through summer and fall, including and some of these bunch of titles here that they still haven't really made yet, including DC fan favorite Doom Patrol. But as you keep going through this, right, so you come down to around here. In addition to the series specials and docs, HBO Max will feature a library of more than 2,000 feature films within the first year. Audiences will be able to watch 700 blockbuster films via the HBO service, including Crazy Rich Asians, A Star is Born, Aquaman and Joker, as well as films acquired specifically for HBO Max via Warner Brothers. Oh. Well, that's interesting line there, as well as films acquired specifically for HBO Max via Warner Brothers. Like, what does that mean? Like, does it mean it's outside? Warner Brothers is going out and grabbing these things, or are they saying that they're taking it out of Warner Brothers and putting it on HBO Max, right? I don't know. I mean, that's an interesting concept, I would think, because I wonder, acquired via Warner Brothers? Did Zack Snyder, with the help of Warner Media, pull these out from Warner Brothers to make Zack Snyder's Justice League? Now, I want to thank Khalil for this. Now, this is a huge tinfoil, by the way, so you know my channel. Come on. I haven't really done a real tinfoil in a while, and I think this qualifies as one. He is also specified, as well as films acquired specifically for HBO Max via Warner Brothers. Guys, I could not ignore this article because this could mean something big for release of Snyder Cut, as well as films acquired specifically for HBO Max via Warner Bros. Release the Snyder Cut, like out, and the only thing I could think of, that's why I retweeted this, is that if it is a Snyder Cut, and if this wording is what we think it is this an actual photo of him going to the vault with the help of Warner Media to pull this out? To pull this out and work on it? I don't know. And, you know, I don't know the process of making movies and stuff. I don't know if they actually had a digital file they were working on. I wouldn't assume so. But I just thought the fact of physically taking something out of a vault, which we now know, you know, from different people, that there is an actual vault with reels in it, that could be a possibility, right? But I thought that was interesting to point out, and I want to thank Khalil for pointing that out with that. So obviously, you know, they're talking about, along with every DC film for the last day, including Wonder Woman, Justice League. That's absolutely, possibly Justice League. There's going to be originals available on day one, but they do say that they will be announcing more titles on May 27th. So I'm intrigued to see if maybe possibly we'll have Zack Snyder's Justice League on there as an announcement now, not because it's not ready, but as an announcement along with Justice League Dark and all these other ones. As you see, this press release itself doesn't show Justice League Dark on it, and that was just recently talked about, recently announced. So that gives me a little bit of a clue that there's possibly a lot more they're planning and they're not telling us. We do have over a month away of time until we get to the actual launch date of May 27th. So I don't know if there's anything's going to happen during May 27th. I am very intrigued by to keep following HBO Max in that sense, especially when you look at the positions here. Robert Greenblatt, Kevin Riley, Sarah Aubrey, right? Kevin Riley was, according to that Variety article, was supposed to be the partnership with Toby Emmerich, and it seems like they were on the same level pretty much. So Toby Emmerich is in Warner Brothers, but Kevin Riley is over at HBO Max or Warner Max, how you want to see it. So different divisions, like I said. And maybe this Kevin Riley guy is more, Kevin Riley, Robert Greenblatt, these people on this side of the fence over the AT&T Warner Media side is trying to really look at Warner Brothers library, acquiring different things that to add to their content. And maybe one of those content is, maybe. But yeah, hopefully that's the case. Let's end off on this. I've been seeing a lot of this whole, tweeting out or retweeting. I get responses sometimes, even for people from DC fans from either Facebook or Instagram or anybody else, mostly Twitter. But I get these people coming in, and there's like, why do you want it? Like, why? What's it to you? What are you going to do after? And like, well, what's it to you? Why are you even complaining if someone wants something, right? So the basics is like, if you wanted to go out and get, I don't know, a hot dog. Let's make it simple. A hot dog. Would you like it if I came up to you and says, don't get that hot dog? What are you going to do after it? What happens when you get the hot dog? Well, I'm going to eat it, motherfucker. I'm going to eat the fucking hot dog. So shut up. I swear to God, I can't believe the amount of people who want to crap on other people's dreams or crap on other people's wants, and it doesn't make sense. Like I said before, the best example I can give is like if you believe in something, right? If you believe in a religion, do you stop that person from going to church or something? Like, are you gonna bar them, or you says, you know what, I don't believe in it, so you don't believe in it too? How much of a bully are you? And you already know I complain about that a lot, and we all go through it. Even in my mentions down here, in the comments below. But Zack Snyder's Justice League. Look at this. This is a Boss Logic, poster, and I use this because it just shows you in the most basic comic-y DC form possible to, I don't know, just to express this is like a DC fan's wet dream. Isn't this a DC fan's wet dream? And wouldn't any DC fan want to see this? I checkmark it. There's going to be Black Suit Superman. There's going to be Batman. There's going to be Wonder Woman, Aquaman, Flash, Cyborg, Green Lantern, Martian Manhunter, Darkseid, Steppenwolf, Deathstroke, the Atom. And I ran out of characters, so I meant to go into more. Lex Luthor, Lois Lane, Desaad. I can go on and on and on. It doesn't make sense why a DC fan wouldn't want to see this. Why would you not want to see this movie with all these characters from the comics that you've read, the comics that you've adored, especially compared to what's coming out now? There is no other epic, gigantic, epic movie with a ton of DC comic characters. And don't give me that crap about it's too soon. I want one character. I want this character. It needs to be 5 movies of this character. Damn it, just pick up a goddamn comic book. Just pick up a comic book. You're a DC fan. If you're a DC fan, you know all these people already. Do you need every single origin from them? I don't need. I know where Superman came from. I know how Bruce Wayne became Batman. I know where Wonder Woman came from. I know where Aquaman came from. I know where Flash came from. I know where Cyborg. I know all this, and I'm not even the hardest of hardcore DC fans. You pick up a graphic novel with all these characters. You instantly know who they are. Wouldn't you love to see something like this on the big screen with all these characters? I don't understand this concept. Have the MCU really have just killed your enthusiasm for wanting to see all these characters on the screen at the same time? What's wrong with you? I cannot. I just don't get it. Maybe I'm just happily in my chair right here, wishing for great things, and I don't compare it to other things. I'm not negative about it. I love to dream, yes, but this is a possibility. This is coming. How can a DC fan, not get excited for it? And I'll tell you what. The local friends that I have who don't care for Man of Steel, Batman v Superman, stuff like that. When I tell them all the characters in this, they said they would love to see it. They would love to see it. Despite being a Zack Snyder film, they said it's still a DC film. And just to see all those characters on the screen at once, that would be amazing. If you're a DC fan, and you're seeing this checklist right now, and you're telling me and everybody, no, I don't want to see this, I don't care for this, move on, then no. You are not a DC fan. You are not a DC fan. You ingrate. You're not a DC fan. So shut up and let other people want what they want, ask for what they want to ask for, and get out. Because I'm a DC fan, and I want to see all these characters on the screen. If this is an opportunity for a DC fan, like myself and even the friends I argue with, they want to see it too, then we're all DC fans. Because we appreciate the characters, the DC characters, and want to pretty much see them in any shape or form and appreciate them for what they are. DC characters. That's it. Sorry for the long rant. But, yeah. Let's keep on hoping. Keep on asking. I don't believe this whole thing about asking too much and they'll never give it to you. That's not how things work. Get the old saying, the squeaky wheel gets the grease, right? You got to make noise. We got to make noise. If you want something, make the noise. Demand. You're a consumer. You're allowed to use your voice. You're allowed to demand what type of product you want. I mean, that's how they did it the other way around. They totally butchered BVS because of what the consumers were saying. Right? Let's do it the other way. Now that we have our voice, let's demand it from them. That we want Zack Snyder's Justice League. Release the Snyder Cut on HBO Max. All right, guys. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time.